name is Ronak, and I just wanted to take some time to share my experience with target test prep. So I elected to take the executive assessment, and this was my first run at a standardized test for quite some time. I think the last exam I had taken, the last standardized exam I had taken was the SAT over, 15 years ago. So therefore, I was looking for a self-study program that was flexible in nature, yet robust and comprehensive. So I scoped a variety of options available for self-study programs. And so I found Magoosh, Target Test Prep, Manhattan Review, a variety of others. And so what I liked about Target Test Prep in particular was that not only did it contain a robust review of the actual content covered on the executive assessment, in addition to over 1,000 practice questions, supplemental videos, flashcards, et cetera. But it also went over the soft stuff behind test prep, right? So when it came to things like mindfulness and also just staying on track throughout the duration of the prep, in addition to test taking strategies to ensure that on the real thing, you are present and you are firing on all cylinders. And so I really appreciated that. And so I elected to take the trial, which was really nice. They have I think like a week-long trial, so you can get a feel for the UI, you can get a feel for the quality of the content that's covered, which I really appreciated. And so I went with proceeding with a program with Target Test Prep, and I think I took a baseline of exam from the official test makers of the executive assessment, and I scored around a 153. So that kind of helped me understand what my strengths were, what my baseline was, and what my areas of opportunity were, and where I should focus on. And so I took that into consideration when embarking on my target test prep journey, which was around 4 months in length. And just given the robustness and comprehensive and the variety of delivery formats of target test prep. And what I mean by that is there's videos, there's uh, content modules that are broken into chunks, which is great and kind of helps you dive in and out of the content. There's tons of example questions, and they really do a good job of going into the mechanics of a problem. So not only are you learning uh, the correct answer, but you're also learning a variety of mechanisms to get to the right answer. And so I really appreciated the methodology that was and the content that was covered in target test prep. In addition to that, I felt really supported by the whole organization. I had reached out to some of the staff between Jeff and Scott and a few other folks with some guidance on navigating my journey, and they went above and beyond just my subscription package in terms of answering my questions and providing guidance on my test taking, providing guidance on my test strategy given my goals. So I was striving for some of the upper echelon programs in the United States. So I really did need to bring up my score. So I spent around 15 to 20 hours a week on test prep, within target test prep, taking the practice exams, the practice questions, going through every single module. And so I will say, uh, just given the in-depth nature of the actual content and curriculum, this is not a program where you can just fly through in 2 weeks time and expect a meaningful or massive lift from where you were as a baseline. So I wanted to crack 160, which is difficult based on my assessments of the exam. And so I spent around 15 to 20 hours a week just diving into the content and staying on track with my study plan as religiously as I could. And I was able to see a meaningful lift. I took the exam twice after I felt I was well prepared. So in addition to target test preps content and going through that, I also took the additional official practice exams by the GMAT, who are the owners of the exam, and so got a sense of where I was at, and I was scoring in quite a broad range of the 157 to 164 range, but I felt comfortable and confident enough to sit for the real thing. So I sat for the real thing around 4 months later, 3.5 to 4 months later. I scored at the very bottom rate of the aforementioned range at a 157, which was still a meaningful lift thanks to target test prep from my baseline of 153, which was nice. But I knew I could do better, and so I brushed up on a few things. And 2 weeks later, I found myself in the exam room again, and I scored what I was striving to achieve, which was breaking 160 at a 161. And so I was really happy with the progress I had made with under TTP's guidance from a 153 baseline of my practice all the way up to a 161. So if you're looking for a robust program that goes in depth, dives deep into all the different topic areas across the pillars of verbal reasoning, quant reasoning, and integrated reasoning to score well on the executive assessment, would highly encourage you to take a look at Target Test Prep, at least even giving it a shot with their trial run, which is really nice, and assessing if it's a good fit for you. I hope sharing my experience helps, and best of luck on your journey. Thank you.